How's it going, everybody? We got the early look at the blog for you today, and this one is called The Cloak of Dormammu. I guess it's not just Mephisto who's got ties to the accursed, is it? Here's your battle plan for June 7th through the 13th. Today is the Freedom Spire. That's right. Kyln Tower with the culminating Patriot, Peggy Carter, the Liberty Nose, right? So, kind of really weird that we're not getting a new team added to Kyln. They're just throwing Kyln back at us. This was the Omega Ride Phoenix Force unlock, so we're hoping to get some more stars for him, or if you haven't got the unlock, get the unlock. So I guess we're going to have to wait and see what the rewards are going to be for this one. June 9th, the Harbinger Week 6, we're going to be getting our 100 Hyperion shards, so that's a nice free-to-play unlock there. We're getting another 25 Songbird shards, so it looks like free-to-play are actually going to be, if you didn't core Songbird at all, you're actually going to be unlocking Hyperion before Songbird, which does create an interesting dynamic that we're going to have to talk about when it comes to future teams. For instance, the Accursed team. Should you hold off on your cores and possibly end up coring Hood instead of Satana if they have a similar free-to-play cadence like this? We got a leaderboard event, because of course we do. Hyperion going to the Strike Pass, and the Shadow King Trials are coming back. Alright. Battle World is also coming from the 10th to the 11th. Oh, Battle World. So now we're going to be getting our 6-star Knull. I'm interested to see if they're going to be giving us the 6 red star as well. The Hood becomes available on June 12th. This is actually of interest because technically you can activate the Hood's passive now if you use the 4 current Accursed members, as well as Juggernaut's passive and Helverine's passive. So maybe we'll start seeing kind of a watered down version of the Accursed team in Crucible as early as next week. Alright, we got the Quasar Mystic Relic 2 in week 2 of the event. This week's Shard Swords. I mean, this is just repeating of what we just read. Okay, the Harbinger. 2-month earn 310 Quasar Shards. Month 2 of the Harbinger continues this week, where you can earn even more Quasar Shards, hit your objectives, and don't miss a Shard maximized Quasar power. The Harbinger Week 6, they're going to get also 100 Hyperion Shards. Harness the power of the sun this week with 100 Hyperion Shards up for grabs, and make sure you get your hands on the second Mystical Relic to earn even more Quasar Shards. Start date is going to be on the 9th, which is the Monday. Let me just make sure that is correct. That is indeed the Monday. Complete all clear missions. Play Cosmic Crucible, which I guess is going to take all the way until the next Friday, right? Play Raids with Thunderbolts. Okay, finally, we're getting some events that are asking us to play Raids with Thunderbolts instead of Vigilante. Vigilante were like super used in these events, which is good. They're a great team. Collect Astral Force by defeating the Shadow King in the Cosmic Storm Raid. So this is going to be that Bio Boss, guys. So hopefully you guys have been building up your Thunderbolts as we've been getting them free to play. Looks like we're going to be getting the Hyperion Shards before we're actually asked to beat Shadow King. But again, I'm not sure. We're going to have had 2 weeks of Songbird as the Alliance for just 50 shards. I know she's also in a pass. Well, I know we also got, well, you could have potentially gotten 5 shards from Twitch, 5 from a free claim. I don't think that's enough for free-to-play to completely unlock without using a couple cores, so you might have to core to finish off Songbird, or, of course, use your intel. But it looks like we're going to be asked to be getting a Chaotic Storm Raids win, but that's only one time, too. I guess you don't need Thunderbolts for that, right? You can do a burn attack and beat it with Symbiotes. At least that was the case for the Jean Grey portion of this current week's events. And finally, this week's Pride Gem. Yeah, we're going to go on that Easter egg hunt together. I really enjoy those little mini-games. Cloak of Dormammu and 100 Hyperion Shards. Premium rewards. Battling Blitz with the Hood. You're going to get yourself some of those Thunderbolt Diamond Orbs. Cosmic War. Earn 25 Songbird Shards here with your Alliance to snag another haul of 25 Songbird Shards. This is going to be from Battling Cosmic Crucible, Battling a War, using Star Jammers in Cosmic Crucible, and using Absolute A-Force in War and Offense and Defense. This is good because last week's was used Vigilante in Crucible. And I mean Liberty and War and Offense, which that's fine, but this makes sense, right? It's a Crucible team in Crucible, it's a War team in War. That makes way more sense. However, these events suck, all right? There's no way to get to like the final juicy parts of the rewards for these current Alliance stuff. I really despise these as opposed to the, I believe it was the Vigilante ones we had before, which although we were only getting 1 Gear Tier 20 war, we were getting a Gear Tier 20 war. Now we're just kind of getting garbage. Not garbage, it's kind of mid-game stuff, I guess. It's not bad for everybody, but for my Alliance, it doesn't really make much sense. This one will be a little bit more manageable, though, because everyone in my Alliance will definitely have Absolute A-Force to 7 stars. Not sure about Starjammers. They're kind of recently farmable, but there's been some sort of sketchy stuff that's happened with, like, the Blitz Orbs leading to a bunch of Ultimate Orbs. I do think a lot of people have Starjammers maxed out in my Alliance now, but not sure if that's the norm, per se. All right, Accursed, Rain and Accursed Diamond Orbs. Oh, here we go. Also starting on Monday. Spend campaign energy. Earn Hellfire Orb fragments from Arena daily rankings and open Shadow King Diamond Orbs. This is going to be for payers, right? Rewards, Thunderbolt Diamond Orb fragments, Mystic Gear, Commander XP, Gold Training Materials, and other sources. Leaderboard rewards, the Accursed Diamond Orbs, Accursed Diamond Credits, and Gear Tier 20 Mystic Pieces. Another Mystic Leaderboard. That's kind of a bummer. I know a lot of people were hoping for a skill leaderboard. Back-to-back Mystic. It's also not the worst thing in the world, right? Because we do have the Accursed team. We're going to want to put Mystic Gear on them. There's so many good Mystic characters. Odin, Mephisto, Knull. Now we got Quasar in there. Kahori's available. Obviously, Blade and Ult. People want to bring them to Professor X. So the demand for Mystic is there. So it's not bad that we get more Mystic leaderboards. I just wish it didn't take the place of what people were really hoping for, a skill to help their final push for Professor X. So that kind of sucks. And also, way to go, Scopely. Keep that Horde meta alive. That's why nobody can build up their teams, because they're hoarding their campaign energy instead of getting trading materials and gold with that. You're doing a bang-up job making sure that everyone hates the availability of resource, which is a little bit self-inflicted, but other people that are doing the energy, not trick or hoard, whatever, they get screwed on these sort of leaderboard events. So you're kind of pissing off every group at the same time. And I think that's good business decision. That's a good business practice right there. All right, Shadow King Diamond Orbs. Purchase Shadow King Diamond Orbs. Boom. Boom. Money. Money, 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 money. All right, Cursed Diamond Orbs and Accursed Diamond Credits. Similar to the Thunderbolts, Accursed will also have Diamond Orbs, which are earnable through the Accursed Rain leaderboard and will contain a chance to earn up to 3 diamonds for the newest members of the Accursed team. Contained in these orbs are also Accursed Diamond Credits, which can be used to purchase diamonds for Helverine, the Hood, and Satana directly. Compete for these exclusive first opportunities to earn diamonds for the new Accursed team. I want to say I like this, but if you don't do the leaderboards, you don't really participate in this at all. I think, like, free-to-play maybe got, like, 1 or 2 Thunderbolt Orbs, if that. So, it's just kind of, What it's definitely doing is it's trivializing diamonds for big spenders and just medium spenders, because they have diamonds on these characters already, which does incentivize them to try and get their stars pushed faster. So maybe if you get one of these orbs and you get super lucky, get a 3 diamonds, maybe you definitely go to that intel store and you drop everything to try and get Helverine up there. Got 3 diamond Helverine, let's get him up there. He's going to kill everybody in one shot. I see the allure. I could see some strategic RNG luck playing into that. I don't know. Whatever. All right. The Hood enters the fray soon. Inflict Cosmic Crucible enemies with the Hex of Defeat when the Hood arrives on June 12th, which is going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Afflict every attack by the Hood and his Accursed allies with Bleed and Heal Block, and chew through Vex like Evades, Deflect, and Basic. I don't know why they keep going to this. Nobody, excuse my language, nobody gives a shit about his Basic. You're not doing his Basic. There's going to be very rare cases where we want to chew through. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. And Helverine stops death proofs. So that takes one of the things that would actually be like, oh, I'm going to chew through these death. It's just, his Basic's not great. His other abilities are good. It's so weird. Anyway, great offensive team, great offensive character. Orb, Demon's Cloth Orb, 600. So he's a regular unlock. Boom. Buy him. Get the opportunity to buy more stuff. Keep printing money. Scopely. I'm here for it. All right. Quasar Red Star event ending soon. Don't forget you can earn Quasar Red Stars from the Evasion event Quasar. This Chapter 1 legendary character is a Wrecking Ball in Alliance War and receives a powerful boost with each Red Star. He definitely does, and he scales like crazy. You can earn 4 Red Stars during this first run of the event, and you only need to hit Milestone 2 to get his first Red Star, which means that earlier players can still get that. Invasion event Quasar, and soon make sure you earn Quasar's Red Stars before the event goes dry. Red Star and Diamond availability update. Okay, before we get into this, which is the Shadow King going in? I don't know. I don't think you need to beat yourself up if you're not capable of getting the 4 Red Stars for Quasar yet. We know that his Scourge is going to run 2 more times during this chapter. It's going to run once every patch kind of thing, once a month while the chapter runs, right? And we know, or at least they've hinted, that that's how we're going to get up to 7 Red Stars for Quasar. So if you couldn't hit the proper milestone this time to get 4 Red Stars, I bet the next milestone to get the 6 Red Stars is probably going to be the same ballpark. So you should start working on the Harbinger characters that are going to be needed for that Scourge. Or if you want to skip this one as well, for the last Scourge, where we should be getting the 7 red star for Quasar. Make sure your teams are ready for that. I mean, we don't have no confirmation, right? We don't know where those red stars are going to line up on the points needed in certain milestones, but that's kind of the gist of what they've been doing so far. Is the red stars really easy to obtain, which I like that. That's good for players. And they have a little bit of gear tier 20, enough for 1 gear tier piece equipped at the very bottom. And I actually really like that too. It gives us a reason to do the highest difficulty. So far, although very boring, I think the Scourges are a big W for the community as far as rewards go, and just being rewarded for your engagement, building up those teams. All right, red stars and diamond availability. If they don't talk about Captain Britain and Shadow King here, we riot, okay? We'll soon be updating how red stars and diamonds are available for the latest characters. Oh, here we go. This can't be good. Beginning with the Vigilante team, instead of going to the Elite Store for direct red star and diamond promotion, they'll go into the Chapter Store and be acquired using chapter currency, aka Intel, aka KMA. Kiss my ass, all right? This is terrible. What? I mean, is this sooner than they otherwise would have went into the direct store, though, for direct promotion? It feels sooner. Vigilante's only 1 team off, right? It's Thunderbolts right now. No, it's Curse right now. So it's a Curse, Thunderbolts. So they're 2 teams off. That still puts them out of the regular range for when they would normally go to the lead store. So maybe this is just an earlier way to do that. If that's the case, that's right. Let me know in the comment section if that's the case. Is it the case that the Vigilante team isn't really slated to go into the Elite Star for direct promos for another month or 2 months? If so, then who cares? Then this just is another option, a choice players can use their intel on, and all the power to the players for that. But let me know. After 2 months in the Chapter Store, direct promotions for the characters will move into Elite Store. So I guess let me know if they're 2 months off from going into direct promotions. Well, in the Chapter Store, direct promotions for a character will always appear, allowing you to promote characters without having to wait for their randomized appearance. Be on the lookout for red stars and diamonds for Vigilante characters in the Intel Store towards the end of June. We'll see what the price tag is on those. I can't imagine that's going to be worth it for the most part. I just can't. We'll have to wait and see. Like, if you're not a super hardcore player, you didn't get diamonds on Silver Sable from the one events, or if you didn't, like, where else do we get diamonds from? I have diamonds on all 3 of them, but I'm not sure how. Anyway, if you didn't get diamonds from them from however the heck I got it, because I didn't pay for it, then you probably are fine waiting at this point. So maybe not worth your intel. Probably still want to go for that Professor X Gear Tier 20 stuff, or the character shards that you really want, maybe. I know a lot of people doing that. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I get it. Especially for, like, a newer team like the Accursed coming. They're bangers in Crucible. Want to get them unlocked sooner or get more stars in the MVP like Halvarine. I get it. I get it. All right. Freedom Spire returns. This one is weird. Let freedom ring with the return of this patriotic prison break. Freedom Spire asks you to battle through floors and enemies in exchange for big rewards. You'll need nearly your entire roster, including some of Strike's newest teams, to review the below cell trait requirements. Please, God, tell me they replaced the Asgardian node, please. Special alert, our top Strike scientists have once again found a way to activate the full power of Falcon, Patriot, and Peggy to help you escape. I'm floored they didn't do Thunderbolts. Lots of people are trying to, like, minimize build Thunderbolts. I thought for sure if they were going to bring something like this back, they would have wanted to incentivize people to do Thunderbolts more. Because the negative zone did not incentivize that, right? Like, Vigilante was just like, nah, take a seat, TBs, I got this. So, it is what it is, I guess. Game mode and character prerequisites. Example, this character has 3 or more Liberty allies. Yeah, so the same sort of rules as Vigilante in the Professor X event, or the entire teams in the negative zone. It doesn't matter if there's a character requirement. In this particular mode, the characters will be able to use the entirety of their kit, which is fun. It's cool. All right. Escape the Assault. Freedom Spire contains 58 total cells, which means it's going to be about an hour to complete. The battle through in order to escape and the cramped confines of this prison-like tower means you can only battle with 3 character squads based on each cell's requirements. While all players level 60 and up can participate, only commanders with the strongest rosters will have a good chance of escaping. Veteran players saying, hold my beer, because we got through this with the Liberty team kind of like half-cock built. It wasn't super easy, but we did get through it. Now, lots of people will be bringing that Liberty team to Professor X. It's going to be an auto fest. It's going to be an hour auto fest and hopefully get some good rewards at the other end. If so, then it's all worth it. Assault rules. So let's go over this so everyone knows. There's no cooldown period for characters after battle. Health and abilities persist between battles and players and enemies, so you do want to make sure you're not just YOLOing it with certain teams if there's going to be a hard node after and you want to have some cooldowns available. Characters can't be healed in battles. You'll remain in the same cell after losing a battle, so it doesn't like drop you down. Restarting a run will drop you down to floor 1, heal your characters, reset your score, and completing a cell earns milestone rewards. So basically, in layman's terms, you go and hopefully you clear the Kyln Tower. And if you don't clear the Kyln Tower and you don't reset in time and your team dies, then you're going to be able just to start over right away. You don't lose the chance of those rewards. You don't have to wait till the next day. You can get this done the day of and never look at it again, which is going to be the case for a lot of players. Cell restrictions and requirements. So 1 to 4, no restrictions. This is where you can prep some cooldowns. Last time this was not necessary at all, but I think there's a couple case characters where it could make sense, like Storm. We're able to use Storm on cells 56 to 58, and if you prep her ult, she can go in there and she can just lay waste to one of the nodes. But I think more people have Liberty now. It's not going to be as necessary, but it is an option. Everyone built up Storm for the Mighty Avengers, right? Guardian Infinity Watch, Avengers, Global Skill, City Mystic, as Guardian. They need to take this out because new players don't build Vol. They don't build any as Guardians. They don't have to for anything. Like, Hela is still a good character, but it's a work character. They'll build Odin when they get them, but that's not a new player thing. You want these earlier cells to be for new players, so they get a couple good looks in there. Like, they're going to get roadblocked at 17. This is a problem. Scopely, if you're listening, dude, just turn this to Cosmic Hero. Look, we got City Mystic, Cosmic Hero. Boom. Just do it. Just do it. Make it fun. All right. Spider-Verse Tech or Spider-Verse Skill of Gear Tier 15. Global Mystic, Mutant Villain, Hero Tech, X-Men, Legendary, Villain Bio, or Undying. Spider-Verse or Skill. Oh, this is going to be another tough one. We have a lot of good skill characters now. Like we got Endgame Thanos, stuff like that, which we do want to use later down the line. But there's not much incentive to continue building the Spider Society team, which is going to be needed for this. So this raises the question. If they refuse to update the formula for Kyln Tower, do we still have some must-build characters, must-build teams that just don't get used on a weekly or monthly basis, but get used every like 4 or 5 months? That doesn't feel good. Especially when we're up to like cell 41 to 40. Like we're looking at level 100 characters up here, I believe. Maybe 95. But still, that's a big investment for a mode that just appears once in a while, but has amazing rewards when you clear the final floor. Doesn't feel good. Cabal or Underworld, Gear Tier 18. It's kind of similar, but Cabal is at least needed for a legendary character. I guess Spider-Verse Skill, you could make the argument that helps you a lot with Old Man Logan, but there's more options there now, especially with Liberty. Anyway, Spider-Verse, it's not Comma Skill, it's just Spider-Verse Skill. Okay, never mind, I take it back. So there is no Black Knight here, there is no Endgame Thanos. This is literally just the Spider Society team. They really got to revisit this one. They need to just make this skill, and they need to just make this one Mystic or something. Just open up those floors. It doesn't make any sense. All right, I'm off my soapbox. Orcus or Alpha Flight, Orcus or Annihilators, Liberty or Mighty Avengers, Liberty or Immortal X-Men. If you don't have the Liberty team, people did get through this. But again, the Liberty team is going to have such a long lifespan, and they're like Joaquin Phoenix is needed pretty much for Professor X. Otherwise, the Old Man Logan node is impossible. This is something you should invest in. All right. It just is. All right. Rewards for escaping. Break free from as many cells as possible to earn Armory 20 and Armory 19 orbs. The Escape from Liberty Spire begins today, June 6th. What? The rewards for escaping Armory 20 and Armory 19 orbs. I like that. Where the fuck is this guy? Isn't this how we unlocked Omega Red Phoenix Force? Are we not getting like at least 100 or 180 shards? How are players that missed Omega Red supposed to get him unlocked if this isn't it? Maybe I'm missing something. Let's keep going. It begins June 6th. It's today. Okay. Battle World rewards. Earn Knull shards. Prepare for your next siege. Battle World returns with your chance to earn Knull character shards and other resources to prepare your forces for the fight ahead. The Zone 1 Herald mission is being updated to feature a new boss, Ghost Rider. Ooh, that's great with the Accursed. The requirement for this mission is the Mystic trait. Odin and Mephisto are on their way. The Swift Songbird combat mod is being replaced by the Swift Helverine. Whenever Helverine is used on a mission with this mod, he will act first. Several missions have had their requirements updated to Mystic or a combination of Mystic and other traits. Be sure to check out the requirements for the complete details. Okay, maybe they're going to incentivize you to maybe use Mephisto elsewhere, so you can only bring in one Mystic character to Herald. Who knows? Maybe they'll find a way to make this at least somewhat strategic and interesting. I have my doubts. I think they still want it to be relatively easy for players to get in there and get out. The Planetary Assault begins on June 10th. That's on Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I really wish they would just standardize all start times. I think I understand the reason not to do it. It's because if multiple things go wrong on a given release, you would want those to be staggered out so you can fix them before the next thing launches. In a perfect world, of course, I think we would all like everything to be launched and reset at the exact same time for all players, just to kind of take away any sort of the inequities that can happen with like bugs and event timers and stuff like that. Anyway. Alright, Command Center, King in Black. The return to the King in Black milestone means it's time to earn Knull Red Stars. The 6th Red Knull Star is available. Oh, here we go. Last time we didn't actually get a star upgrade, so there was nothing to worry about with Red Stars. But here's confirmation, the 6th Red Star is still completely free. Which makes me think the 7th Red Star is also completely free, and that's amazing. Knull with 7 Red Stars is different. Knull with 7 Red Stars is different. We've seen that now in 2 of the Envoy playtest Crucibles. Amazing character. I'm really happy they're doing that for everyone for free. Make sure you grab these red stars when the milestone goes live on June 13th. Twitch drops. Don't forget you score bonus rewards just by watching your favorite Marvel Strike Force streamers. Need help linking your account? Check our previous blog for a quick setup guide. For 1 hour, you're going to get your standard 20,000 intel. 2 hours, 200 L4 training modules. 3 hours, 5 Helverine character shards. Dope. I love it. Community challenges unlocked. What did I just do? Whoop, I accidentally tried to go to the Marvel Strike Force Discord. Community challenges unlocked. New transmissions incoming. Join Marvel Strike Force Discord community to take part in the new character release events activities. I've been like watching these out of my peripheral vision. This looks great. Listen, for people that say the game is dying, the game's done, it's over. A game that's dying, dead, and over does not get an awesome talent like Strike Fox or like Pathfinder, or the community management team that is doing so much more than they ever have before in engaging with the community and giving out extra stuff. Now, are they giving out a lot of extra stuff? I mean, the promo codes give out quite a bit, but for these like little games they play with the community and like little tests, pop quizzes, and like find the this, find the that, the lore stuff, I think they're doing a really good job. So shout out to Strike Fox, who I think is spearheading most of this, because I only see her name on those pop-ups, and I think the rest of the community team is probably helping her. Our first server character celebration giveaway closes Monday, June 9th. Join now for a chance to win 5 Helverine shards. A new community challenge is now available. Can you collectively collaborate and unlock our new community code? So a new promo code coming when the community figures this out. I think this is actually a lot of fun. You should head on over to the Discord for Marvel Strike Force if you're not there already. There's lots of great knowledge to get there as far as game strategy goes. They're now making it fun in the community. And of course, you'll stay up to date on everything Marvel Strike Force if you hang out there. Anyway, guys, that's it for this blog. I have some concerns about Kyln Tower. Not just the omission of anything Omega Red Phoenix Force, but the continuation of the Asgardian cells. And now the Spider-Verse cells are very problematic as well because of Vigilante. You know what? They should just add Spider-Verse or Vigilante here. That'd be fine. Right? We just need to keep the tags fresh. It's the same thing that plagued the Horsemen. Just keep the tags fresh. That's all it is. Alright guys, let me know how you feel about this blog and everything else Marvel Strike Force in the comment section below. But for now, stay happy, stay healthy, have yourselves a wonderful day. If you liked the video, leave it a like, share with a friend, subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye! Wait, was there zero mention of Omega Red Phoenix Force in here?